I want to talk about what it's like to shop for clothes as a fat person, even just outside of the issue of size inclusivity, because I don't think thin people understand what it's like. Like, it's a totally different experience. So you can see that clothes were just thrown on the ground. There were random clothing items on random racks, and the folded items definitely hadn't been gone through and just like tidied up. And there was even a rack with dresses hanging on the floor. The plus size section was tiny, and the clearance section was right behind it. So there were straight size clearance items sort of like scattered within the plus size section, including a cart full of discarded clearance items that just got in the way. And then this is the straight size section. You can see it's immaculate. There's plenty of space. Even the mannequins' outfits are definitely more like thoughtfully designed. There are plenty of options for every occasion, and there were a few items on the ground, but I could tell that was just like stuff that fell from hangers, nothing that customers really did. It's pretty clear that the straight size section is tidied up throughout the day, and the straight size section was at the front of the store versus the plus size section is always kind of sandwiched at the back of the store. And so we are coming up on the swimsuit section. Just the straight size swimsuit section was bigger than the entire plus size section. And I'm not even showing you all the straight size swimsuits. There were even more like across the aisle that cuts through the store. And there's so many different options in varying degree of modesty. But there's no excuse for not having more plus size options. 75% of women in the US wear a size 14, 16, or higher. So this is the Pride section. There were 0 plus size options in store. And again, this section was pretty neat, you know, pretty tidy, pretty well kept. So they only carry plus size Pride merch online. And this is just more footage of the Pride section, only going up to an XXL. And there were baby clothes and pet items in the Pride section. They prioritized dogs ahead of fat people. Regardless of your views on fat people and weight loss, we deserve to be treated better than animals.
Like slavery, told me I was awful and that shit did not faze me. Tell me how I suck again, my memory is hazy. You're my favorite rapper now, yeah, dude, I better.
What do we do when our fat faves lose weight? Let's talk about it. I don't have all the answers, but what I can tell you is I hate watching the same toxic patterns happening over and over online. And I will start with this so thin people don't get mad. And this can be a really tough pill to swallow, but no one owes you their body. And it's never appropriate under any circumstance to share with someone negative thoughts or feelings about how their body looks or has changed. But here's the toxic pattern. Fat persona loses weight. Fat fan expresses some hurt or disappointment. And then thin fans take that as their opportunity to go in and be like, you know, fuck you, body positive police, mind your business. They look amazing. They're just doing this for their health, and just throw in a bunch of other like anti-fat, fat phobic sentiments just for good measure. And then the persona will often encourage this type of discourse. If you are not fat and have never been fat, here's the context that you're missing. Imagine every piece of media that you engage with, every movie, TV show, song, all of it tells you you're bad and wrong. And then you find one little corner of the world that says, you know what? No, you can be loved and successful and funny and talented and adored just as you are. And then that window slams shut and tells you the same things that the rest of the world has told you. It's not about that person. It's about fat people when the world has ostracized them, making an individual their safe space. And maybe diet talk is really normal in your circle and the people you hang out with, but other people have had to do a lot of work to eliminate diet talk and diet culture from their community. Diet and weight loss talk is sensitive for good reason. Like 1 in 4 or 5 people end up with an eating disorder. Most people, I think 90 to 98% of people will gain all the weight back and then some. And that diet cycling can result in worse health outcomes than just staying fat in the first place. Also, if you have an eating disorder and you're fat, trying to get any treatment for that is hell. And when that one safe space is no longer safe, it can activate a lot of pain and trauma. Again, if you are fat and you're feeling that pain, it's not appropriate to share with that person. If you're feeling this way, I really hope you talk to people, a therapist or friends, supportive people in your life to process these feelings, because it's valid and it's important. And rather than these intense binaries, I would love to see these conversations held with more nuance and compassion. You know, I can understand why this topic might be triggering for some people, and I hope you get support for that elsewhere, but this is my body and I can't hold that pain for you is valid. If you're a thin ally, this is a great opportunity to fight the assumption that thin equals health, and remember that there's maybe more going on than you can understand.
Travel might look a little different for us plus-size folks, but it's still possible. The airlines should do a better job accommodating us, but until then, I'll keep shouting my message from the rooftops. You deserve to travel just as much as anyone else.
This is just a reminder that your tummy is so cute. So cute.
Swallow that bikini like a G-string. She 200 pounds.
This may be an unpopular opinion, but I really hate curvy wife dudes. Like, their whole motto is, whoa, I bang a fat girl forever. Stop using your fat wife for clout. And also, in the song, you really didn't have to go giant text, she's 200 pounds. Yeah, we can see she's fat. It's fine.
I'm done with body positivity.
So I posted this video, and of course, I got a slew of just thin, privileged women telling me that I'm wrong. Which, of course, as a fat person, you know that is our entire experience. We're never trusted to know our own feelings or what we're thinking. You're not actually hungry. You're not actually thirsty. You're lazy. And look, I understand, under the umbrella of diet culture, we all suffer from body dysmorphia and body image issues. I don't know what it's like to be in a larger body, but then I thought, I don't know what it's like to be in a smaller body. I will never know the struggle of having to never buy my own drinks. I will never feel the turmoil of having male friends who want anything else but friendship. I will never know the pain of always being able to find clothes in my size. I will never know the disappointment of realizing a guy rejected me not because of my body, but because of my shitty personality.
Get